Hello and welcome everybody to what is the very first video I've made for this YouTube channel. I've very much laid dormant on this YouTube channel so far, but I'm going to start doing some mixing videos. A couple of videos on the channel already, but this is the first one I'm actually making for this channel. I'm going to do this mix video here. It's going to be a series of videos based around a case study of a song called 10 Miles Away by the band The Upsiders. I'll put some links below in the description and all that stuff. Full disclosure, I'm the guitarist in The Upsiders, so I am both client and mix engineer for this one. And yeah, this is it so far. I'm just sort of really just doing a video just to test everything works. The audio, the screen capture, and when it uploads to YouTube, how it will look and sound. But yeah, so this is it so far. What have I done already here on this Pro Tools session? Well, let's go right over to here to the drums. As you can see, I've done a bit of leveling, done a bit of panning already on things. How I arrived at these fader levels is I put everything at a point where it was kind of zero here at the master fader. And then from there, once I pressed play, I kind of just used my ears. Do I think this sounds good? Do I not think it sounds good? And then just adjusted accordingly. And we've got here some panning options as well. Nothing drastic at all. You know, everything you might expect. And that is that so far. You'll notice that there is on quite a lot of these tracks there is a kick in, a kick into, a kick out two, and the reason for that is because the intro is recorded as a take without a click, and then the rest of the song is recorded as a what's that one, isn't it? Yeah, is recorded to a click as the song, so the intro is kind of free time. And no matter how I stitch them together on one track, it just doesn't sound right. So I thought, you know what, let's just leave it as separate channels and everything. Feel free to put in the comments how I could have done it in a much simpler, cleaner way, but just for some reason when I stitch them together, it just doesn't sound right. And I think it's the acoustics of the room. Even when you crossfade it, you can hear the change in the acoustics of the room. So I've left it like that. So that's why that's like that. Up along the top here, I've gone very little on the plugins. Mostly at the moment, it's a one-band EQ here, purely for the phase flip. And there's a little gate here on snare top because there was quite a lot of hi-hat in it. Naughty me, so I just did that. Okay. And over here I've found so far, have I got this right? Yeah, it's on here, isn't it? The floor tom's got quite a ring on it. It's a lot of sustain on this floor tom, and I think in other songs where the floor tom doesn't, it's just a sort of one-time hit here and there, that would be great. That'd be fine having that sustain. In fact, you could probably play with the vary speed here on Pro Tools and make it a bit of a feature. But with this song, we have a section of the song. In fact, I'll play it for you. It's here in the pre-chorus, and it's kind of eighth notes on a floor tom here, just straight quavers, well, swung quavers really. Let's have a listen.
10 miles away. Wonder what you're dreaming. While you're sleeping, leaving, fading away, fading away. Staring at the ceiling.
So we got that quavers there going on, really. So I thought I'd take it out, and I've taken it out of the floor tom as well, both one and two. And yeah, that's what we've got going on so far with that on the drums there. And what else have we got plugin wise? Very little done so far. There's a guitar solo here, or a guitar break I should really say. And if I play you that, if I could find it, I think it's in, yeah, no, but where have we got it? It's going to be over here. Breakdown, guitar solo, here we go. Yes, that's right. I play in a band with a melodica player. It's fantastic. So there's a melodica solo in there as well. But yeah, and I just felt that that guitar solo would sound cooler with a little bit of slapback. Really is just, you know, sort of 90 millisecond. Nothing else going on with that. No trickery whatsoever. Yeah, that's that. I have tuned all of the trombones in here, the violins have been tuned, and the vocals have been tuned. I have actually mixed the vocal. I've treated kind of with what I think sounds good. I will probably end up playing with it, and if I do end up playing with it, then you'll be the people to see me do that. So yeah, and we've got some tuning here on the BVs as well. So Melodyne slapped on absolutely everything that needed tuning. And then the other thing that I have done on a lot of these tracks is, if I zoom in here, I've kind of altered the gain a lot on things. So we've altered some gain here. You got minus 3.8, plus 8.6, and that was in some ways when checking out levels on the master fader, trying to make everything kind of get to this 0 point as a sort of reference point. Some things, you know, even when the fader was at 0, like that sort of thing, the fader was at 0, it still wasn't reaching, this green line wasn't reaching to the 0 point. So I just boosted everything a little bit on the gain there. The final thing I did so far already is I've altered the phase by moving the whole audio file ever so slightly. We're talking milliseconds really, so that it's matching up in line with the overheads there. So that means that the bass drum, the snare drum, all of that are perfectly in phase with the overheads. Just adds a little bit more punch. So then it also means less phase buttons as well on the plugins by doing it that way. Could have done it with the snare bottom, but I suppose, why did I do it that way? I suppose I wanted the freedom to play with it afterwards. Did I want a section where the phase does go out the snare? Why, maybe I would, who knows. But yeah, and that is it so far. So this is the case study that I'm going to be looking at for the next however many videos. So a little bit of a series of videos based around this particular song. And I'm going to show you how to mix drums for this song, how I'd mix the bass, the relationship between the two, how to mix guitars, how to mix an accordion, because believe it or not, there is actually an accordion in this song, and a ukulele as well. Okay, yeah, so this is the case study. This is the first venture into Turtle Leaf Studios and mixing and making mixing videos, and I look forward to you all joining in for these videos, and thanks ever so much for checking out this little video where I'm basically testing everything that works. Alright then, thanks ever so much, and hopefully see you in the next video. Alright.